Strangely enough, we now, as of the 1990s, have been wanting donations from the general public to build cancer wards, entire cancer wards for children in major pediatric hospitals. And the increase in childhood cancer has just been monumental. And in particular, types of cancers that have been rare are now not quite so rare. So there's definitely something happening there. And the children, Generation Z, that are born in the 1990s are now getting 22 plus, or started in 96 to get over 22 vaccinations. And I believe that number is up to 26, 27. I haven't counted it lately from the schedules, but it's certainly way, way up there. And also in the 1990s, the vaccinations, they had mercury, and they had, incredibly enough, as adjuvants, peanut oil. And so, therefore, we have had, since the 1990s, an epidemic of autoimmune disease, an epidemic of anaphylactic reactions to peanut oils, and an absolute epidemic of autism. I think at the moment it's about 1 in every 2 or 300, particularly with boys who seem to be more susceptible. Rheumatoid arthritis, we've got children diabetics, we've got 50% of all children now having allergies and asthma. Now that we have almost every single family with a sick child, or knowing a family member with a sick child, we now have a growing awareness that something has gone wrong, even amongst the general public, who never have given health or holistic health any thought, are suddenly now faced with members of their family who are sick or undiagnosable, or have one of those illnesses that the doctor just doesn't know what it is, and they ended up being prescribed a lot of drugs. And slowly people are now becoming desperate enough to want different solutions, more answers. And of course, with the spread of the internet, people are now accessing their own information from the internet. That means people can go in and find medical studies, they can find information that nobody else has told them, their doctor hasn't told them, and they can go to their medical providers now and ask questions that are actually very difficult to answer in the standard medical paradigm. Now we've got people asking questions, and now we've got solutions not coming to hand. So the standard paradigm, which once worked, in my opinion, reasonably well back in the 1970s, because I say so because I can actually remember how it worked, and but we've got it now not working. And even the most mainstream people are asking what's happening and why. Now this has created an enormous change, a change of paradigm. This has created a wellness industry, and for the last probably the last 5 or 6 years, the wellness industry has grown by leaps and bounds. It used to be that it was a few billion-dollar industry. It's now a trillion-dollar industry, where people are looking more towards wellness products, and they're looking more towards practitioners to guide them into better health. Now, this has become a natural division, or a more obvious division, between the allopathic medicine, the conventional medicine, and the complementary medicine. And more people are now understanding that allopathic medicine, as good as it is in many cases in terms of resuscitation and in terms of emergency procedures, But allopathic medicine is also very deeply involved in an industry, in the pharmaceutical industry, where the bottom line, of course, is profit. And it's profit for sickness. So when you have a huge industry involved in sickness, their interest is in sickness because that's where the profit lays. Now, let's look at the wellness industry, because I think we can say that complementary health practitioners are now allied with the wellness industry, because in actual fact, that's what they do. And I think we can't really pretend that we're not allied with, say, supplements or products of the wellness industry. But I think we can say that those supplements and those products and those herbals are actually dedicated, the bottom line is to provide wellness. So if you're involved with an industry and purchasing their products that is dedicated to wellness, you're going to get a very different outcome from being involved with an industry that's actually dedicated to sickness. It's just an economic equation. That's all it is. That's the bottom line. There's a lot more to it than that. Philosophically, allopathic medicine has a certain philosophy, and complementary medicine has a holistic philosophy. So without going, there are better speakers in this room that can expand a little bit more on that, so I won't today. But what I would like to talk about is that there is now, I believe, a tremendous opportunity for complementary medicine to take the lead, because this is the cutting edge. This is where people are going by leaps and bounds. Statistically, in Australia, over 85% of people now consume complementary medicine products and treatments. I had a look at another statistic with cancer survivors. 81% of long-term cancer survivors over 10 years have done it through an integrated approach, through conventional and complementary medicine. Two outstanding examples of this is Lance Armstrong and Olivia Newton-John, who is, of course, a 19-year survivor of breast cancer. And Lance Armstrong was in stage 4 testicular cancer. He had the treatment that his oncologist recommended, although I have to say he did not have one of the drugs that was known to cause a lung side effect. So that was tailored for him. So they didn't give him that because of his athletic aims. But he did take complementary medicine. In fact, he is now involved with the wellness industry. And he did go on to win the Tour de France, wasn't it? The Tour de France, yes. Not that long after his cancer treatment. So 81%, that's pretty stunning, long-term cancer survivors. So this is the power of complementary medicine. We have now, I believe, the naturopaths, complementary medicine practitioners, whatever you'd like to call yourselves, we have got now an opportunity to really dig deep and find out what we can really offer people in terms of healthcare. What can we give people? Because people don't yet know. They're still a little confused with allopathic medicine versus alternative medicine. They don't know what these terms mean. But if we can define what we do for ourselves, if we know what we can offer people, we can offer people wellness. We can offer people to get as well as they can possibly get with their circumstances. We can offer athletes the cutting edge, the winning edge. We can offer high-powered people, type A's, ways of getting out there and really setting the world on fire with all the energy that their body can muster and all the supportive help that we can give them. We help people to live lives, to set their goals, and to see their goals into reality. Now, that is something so big. To offer that is something so significant, and if only our general public were more aware that these things are possible, that we have that technology, that we have been to university, we have studied cellular biology, physiology, we have studied molecular nutrition, nutritional cellular biochemistry. And we are not doctors, but we are the experts in wellness.